We're here at the property today and we did get a lot done. So this is our driveway going to the street, and we decided that we're going to put the sawmill here. So we do have some clearing work to do. The sawmill is about 22.5 feet long, and we've measured back about 50 feet so that we can do the clearing work, level it off, put some gravel down, and then have a place for the sawmill. And then of course, a place for the timbers as well. Here's some dirt left over from the driveway. We'll have to get rid of that. One of our points, I love that Lauren thinks about these things that he knows I value. So through here, there's this really cool rock, and it's really perfect for sitting on. There's two of them, this tall one and then the little one next to it that's lower, but it's kind of wide. And he said, well, it's not gonna be much of a place for meditating when the sawmill is right next to it. So anyway, that was nice that he thought that. Another point, let's see where I can see it. Oh, okay, so there is drainage. We were wondering exactly where it was put and if it had been put in, and here it is. So that's good. So then when the rain, runs down there, it'll carry itself probably straight out that way, and then there's the drain. So this way. So that's important. It's already doing its thing right now. All right, and then here's the view from the end of the driveway looking out to the property. So over here to the right is a rock. It's like a ton of rock. It's huge. And we're not going to move it. We're going to leave it there. So that's our, where we use that as a reference point. And we worked on our site plan more today. We took more measurements and coordinates, measuring the degrees, that kind of thing. Our septic plan, if you remember, the site was already determined by the septic guy. So that is kind of where that red rope is sitting on that. I've kind of put that red rope on that tree. We had our dog tied up to it, which lasted all of a minute because she's fine. She's fine walking around and following us. So we did some clearing work, cut some trees. So out there, oh, there's the dog. There she is. She does not want to go home. She's happy. So yeah, we're thinking that the driveway is going to, there's our sawmill. The driveway is going to come over to where those logs are. So when we get a tractor, we'll move the logs, and it will kind of go out, kind of maybe this way, around all the rock. And right now we're thinking that our driveway is going to go right along and kind of head to the left of the septic. We'll show you a site plan later. And then our house still looks like it's going to be this way, like maybe out about 100 feet past that really nice tree, which is actually going to be a really good timber. So there is some valuable lumber here on the property. And then back even farther, which I'm not going to walk, but just trust me, that back farther is where we're going to put our shed, and the shed's going to have the electrical panel, kind of the control system for all the solar, and it will be pretty much a direct walk to the power pole out on the street. So there's some more clearing work that has to get done out that way. So we've got clearing work to do. We've got to do first, finish up some of this stuff, and then we've got to clear off the space for the sawmill, and then clear out the place for our shed. Kind of order of importance is the sawmill site, then the shed site, so we can put the solar together. Like, I'll tell you, like, we have a chainsaw that's electric because, we thought it would be important, because it's not as noisy. It's good for our old ears, but the battery didn't last very long, and we don't have power here. So there's like these things that we don't always think about ahead of time, but we'll charge them up and we'll come back out here and keep at it. We gotta get a chipper, so we can chip up all this stuff. Just try and clean it. So we have a lot to do. She does not want to go home. She really doesn't. We went over to the car and she has not moved. She's happy. So that's pretty cool. Alright, thanks for watching. I think one of the challenges that we have is that we live 3.5 hours away. And it took a lot for us to get here. Like, we got here by 10:30 in the morning, which is good. And I think it's about 2:30, almost 3 o'clock p.m. You know, we're not staying overnight here. We're gonna head back to Rhode Island. So yeah, so I think figuring out how we can best use our time when we get here, and then planning out weekends where we can, well, we're going to eventually camp here, like stay overnight on our weekends. It's one of our challenges.
Come on, Abbie.